Nope. Tea means gossip.
Tea means gossip. All right.
Until they come up with a new word for it that I'm going to have to start using.
Well, what Patches just said isn't gossip, though. So is that hot tea?
They've been married for a long time.
No, it's not tea because it's just it's an actual fact that I did not know was a thing.
And who is it? Okay, so we've got, just so you know, before I bust into the sound effects, we are moments away from a WWE pay-per-view at our house right now. And who was that wrestler and who is he married to?
It was David Otunga.
David Otunga.
Yes, and he is married to Jennifer Hudson.
I am shook. She is one of the greatest singers of our time.
Did you see Cats?
I did not see Cats. I made it a point not to go see Cats.
Well, I just didn't know if you loved her enough to see Cats.
No, as soon as I saw the trailer for Cats, I was like, trash, not going.
That was when we realized that there was a limit for the Swifties. Because...
Yes, that is true.
All the Taylor Swift fans are very quiet about Cats.
Mm-hmm. Like, no one is talking about it, like, at all. Everybody was like, it sucks. Don't ever talk about it ever again. Okay?
Yeah. And there wasn't a single Swiftie that was like... It is the best thing that's ever happened, and everything Taylor does turns to gold. Right. Yeah, they were just like, what?
Silent Swifties
She is immortal. Oh my God, she's
Swifties.
They are silent Swifties.
Boom boom choo, pow 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 pow, ching boom 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 bing.
This is the Kinda Nerdy Girls podcast. Woo-hoo. Featuring producer Johna.
Hey guys, I just showered like 30 minutes ago.
Ooh,
I've been sitting in my pajamas all day.
And KJ.
I showered a couple hours ago, but I did not wash my hair.
Me neither.
And me, producer Patches.
When did you shower?
I showered this morning.
And you shaved.
And I shaved.
Ooh.
Yeah. Johna, this morning, he was looking like he probably needed to go live on the streets.
You hate it when I grow a beard in general. So
although
I love when you grow a beard.
I know I look great, don't I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm here for it.
All right, then you make out with him.
No, you.
Pass.
I mean, not you. I mean, you're like just a surrogate daughter. So
no, like you're like my dad. So like it's really weird.
Ew.
Gotcha. So
pass.
We're going to talk about the challenge that was issued in the previous episode, and if both Johna and I held up our end of the bargain.
I want to just. Yeah. You kept saying that we issued it in the last podcast, and I don't think we were actually recording when we issued said challenge.
Oh, see, this is the problem with our show is that sometimes the mics are on and sometimes they're not.
What?
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe that.
So was that? I feel like we talked about it in our last episode. I don't know.
We talked about how I hadn't watched Guardians.
But didn't I say I wanted you to watch 3 minutes of it?
Yes.
Yeah, the first 3 minutes.
And then didn't we talk about The Greatest Showman, or was that?
That was after the. That was after.
Oh, so after our last podcast, producer Patches made Alfredo.
It was so good.
And I did not stop writing Johna about the fact that she needed to watch Guardians of the Galaxy.
She was screaming at me and stuff.
I don't think it was
very
that
aggressive.
bad. I think I was maybe being persuasive. And
she was being aggressively persuasive.
Yes, yes, I agree with that.
I don't
100%.
feel like you can talk about how you are a Marvel fan and have never even seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
I watched both of them today.
Oh,
did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Okay,
I tried.
Look at you go.
So what did you think of the first
hang
Guardians?
on. Let me finish it.
Oh, sorry.
So the challenge ended up, good on you, Johna, that when I was giving you a hard time in a very polite way about watching Guardians of the Galaxy, that you then threw down the gauntlet.
Sure
and were
did.
like, listen, if I have to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, you have to watch The Greatest Showman.
Yes.
And so I saw a tweet a few hours ago that Johna was watching Guardians of the Galaxy, and I was like, uh-oh.
I specifically made that tweet because I knew that you had forgotten. I was like, nope, she will have to remember this. She has to watch it today.
To my defense, I've not been feeling well this weekend.
Aww.
I missed one birthday party, and the other one I did make it to, but I was very tired. It's just allergies, not coronavirus.
Good.
Okay.
Proud.
But
happy.
Thankfully, because my asthma is not going to tolerate that.
No, it will not.
coronavirus. So I did a breathing treatment, and I was late to Patch's fundraiser so that I could watch The Greatest Showman, so that when you got to my house, I had not let you down.
I appreciate that.
I
feel
hope
very
you are
loved.
happy.
And I actually had to lie a little bit. Like everyone's like, "Where's KJ? Where's KJ?" I was like, "Oh, she's home. She's not feeling that
No,
well."
I really wasn't. It was like I was not feeling good, and I was like,
Technically,
well,
you didn't lie.
I
Yeah,
didn't lie.
lie.
You didn't lie.
He didn't lie. I didn't lie. I wasn't feeling good.
I just didn't
need to watch a movie.
say the whole truth.
They didn't need to know what she was doing.
Well, it's too late because every single one of those people, I gave them a card and told them to listen to the podcast. So here we are.
Sorry we lied to you.
Liar. No, I was really like, if this breathing treatment doesn't work, I'm not going.
Right.
So, and then I did the breathing treatment. I walked on the treadmill a little bit, like got my heart rate up. And I was like, okay, there you are, lungs. Welcome back. All right, let's do this. Sometimes you just got to wake them up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That's what I think every morning when I wake up. Oh, glad my lungs are awake.
Yep. So now I am breathing at full capacity.
Yay.
And here to talk about, I guess, would you like to share first or should I?
Doesn't matter.
I
to me.
wonder, I asked a few people that on the Twitters
The Twitters.
who had the better deal in this. You watching Guardians of the Galaxy or me watching The Greatest Showman? And I will tell you that overwhelmingly The Greatest Showman won.
Because it's the greatest.
I have a hard time believing that.
You
Well,
didn't even watch it.
You didn't watch it. 'cause
I know,
you
but
went to your
Guardians
hoity-toity
is
golf outing.
so good.
What's that?
We can watch Greatest Showman
Oh,
when...
do you have a microphone?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Oh,
He's outside.
I was like, well, for those of you that are not in my living room right now as we podcast, Patches is standing outside, and I was like, what are you doing? We've been doing this long enough that you can't yell off the microphone. And
I could just imagine like your neighbors who like are in their backyard are like, what the hell are they doing over there?
Who's the rando guy with a microphone and
John,
headphones
that is
on?
not the weirdest thing that we have done.
No.
In 13 years of living here, our neighbors are always like, that's just the weirdos.
They're the
That's just
weirdos with the
weirdo.
ducks.
Do you know? Yeah, one day so we have these ducks in the backyard. We've had them for years. Alfred, the duckling,
Stop it.
imprinted on Patches, and Patches has been his daddy ever since.
Basically, yes.
And so now we have these ducks that we're pretty protective of. But we didn't know a lot about ducks when Alfred decided that he was going to be our child. And so I had no idea how violent the mating season is for ducks.
Me neither.
Okay, well, listen. When you hear it, you cannot unhear it.
And you can't unsee it
And you
either.
cannot unsee it.
It's
Okay.
oh
And
god.
I was, one day, I had gotten fed up with it, and I wanted to have my windows open, but I couldn't have my windows open because I'm like, oh, God, the duck rape. And then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran out my backyard because it was like right in front of this window right here. And it
Yeah.
was just like, I literally screamed, there will be no rape in my yard. And the guy 2 houses down was outside with his dog. And he's like, okay.
Okay.
Like, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. But I mean, at
Oh,
least
man.
I did break up what was going on with the ducks there.
You probably scared him half to death.
Well, I did. And I don't know. They took it elsewhere. So, anyway,
Goodness.
so that's what's going on.
It's
times.
it's traumatizing to watch. You never want to see it.
All right.
It is,
Well,
it is.
good thing I don't really like ducks and or pay that much attention to them. So
Well, if you're going to
Here we
live in
go.
this house, you're going to like ducks.
that doesn't mean I have to go outside though.
If you ever hear that business going on, you go out there and you break it up.
I go break it up.
That is a rule.
I'm. I
Yeah, or I will kick you out of
Hey,
here too.
I'm not getting into animal affairs. Okay, I have my own problems.
All right, so it's time for a review. Years and years and years in the making.
Okay, chill out.
Finally, the time has come for Johna to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. Phew, 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 phew,
Ooga chaka, ooga.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga.
It's either that or do you like pina coladas? One of the two. I don't know.
What a jam that is.
Oh my gosh!
know, right?
The guy with the dog is outside, and the dog's barking right now.
I know. I saw the dog. It's like a golden retriever or something. It's beautiful.
It is. It is.
I love dogs. Guardians was very good.
Oh, nice.
I will give it an 8 out of 10.
So, as someone who hated Star-Lord for many reasons,
I can understand his psychology now. I can understand why he was being so emotional or whatever. Like, I get it. That doesn't mean that I can't still be mad about it.
It's different when you got dead parents, right?
I mean, but everyone in the Marvel universe has dead parents.
yeah, but that
Like-
opening scene, were you just
Yeah.
what were you thinking when the movie started?
I was thinking, man, I can't believe I'm actually sitting here watching this.
And trust
this
me,
really
in
happening
the
right now?
theater, that's exactly what we thought too.
Did I really let my guard down so I could watch this movie? Yes, I did.
You did.
And it was whoever did his mom's makeup did a very good job.
Uh-huh.
Like, I was like, whoa. But wasn't expecting him to get like kidnapped so soon after his mom died.
Was it that terrible?
Like, he's just like outside crying. He's like, oh, my mom's dead. And it's just like, oh, now you're in space. Okay. All right. This is fun, I guess.
Right. So imagine what it was like for little tiny Star-Lord.
Yes, I know.
He didn't have time to grieve his mother before he was hanging out with the Ravagers.
Yeah. But I mean, not all the Ravagers are bad. I really liked Yondu. I liked
Isn't he
him.
great?
Yando's awesome.
I did like him. Very sad that he died.
That's Michael Rooker,
And
by the way.
the second Guardians. I was
Yes.
very sad. I was having a lot of feelings when he died. I was like, stop it, guys. I can't do it. I don't want
Hey, but he's Mary Poppins, y'all.
He is. Mary Poppins is awesome. I will say that Baby Groot is 100% my fave.
Yeah.
He is so cute. I'm like, oh my God. When he was about to get like smushed, I was like, no, don't smush the baby. He's so little. Don't do it.
Did you get emotional when full-grown Groot sacrificed himself?
Yes. I was like, Rocket was like, no, you'll die. And he was like, we are Groot. And I was like, oh no.
We are Groot.
I was like, no, stop it. Don't die. This can't be it.
Well, I am glad that you now have. So I had the full understanding of Star-Lord, and I was still. You can go back and listen to. We have an episode like named about when we used to like Star-Lord. I mean,
When we used to like Star-Lord.
Yes.
Yes.
We were really, really mad at Star-Lord
Yes.
after
I mean,
Infinity War.
I can understand why he acted the way that he acted. But I'm just going to say that in the end, he was trying to protect Gamora and she still died. So, just saying.
We don't know.
There's
There's a Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Nah, she's dead.
They can time travel.
She's dead.
You think so?
Yeah. Cap took all the stones back. Also, that's number one. Number two, once you get sacrificed for the Soul Stone, you can't come back.
Yeah, but
That's
what
what he
if they
said.
get Gamora from the earlier timeline back? She's gonna be in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, she is back. I mean, they brought her back
You
from the
think she's
earlier
just
timeline.
like she's like Star Wars ghost in the sky the whole
Yeah,
time?
that's kind of what I feel like. I kind of feel like that's what it is. I would also like to laugh at the fact that when also the guy who played Kurt from Gilmore Girls is in Guardians.
Yes.
Oh, Sean Gunn,
Yes,
yeah.
that's so Sean Gunn is the director James Gunn's brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him. I was like, is that Kirk?
Yep. Yep.
Uber.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Captain's got to teach stuff.
Right. I was like, okay, that's Kirk. And I couldn't get past it. It was Kirk for like the first movie. I was like, that's really Kirk right now. Like I couldn't even, I
Yep.
couldn't get past it. But then in the second movie, when he was being a good guy, and I was like, oh, he's just so nice. And then when Nebula said that she was going to kill Thanos with whatever money that she got from the thing, and he was like, well, I thought you were going to buy like a hat or something, but I mean, that's fine too.
Did you like watching them, brand new to you, watching both of them back to back? Did you like one better than the other?
I think I liked the second one better.
Did you?
Really?
Yeah.
That is so interesting because I did not.
Really?
That's why I was asking. See, what did you like about the second one?
I thought it was funnier than the first one was.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought that there was more to the plot because it had already been built up. Like the first one, the origin, so like it built on that. So then I felt like I got more of the story, and then Star-Lord was having like all these like feelings and things, and he got to meet his dad, aka Kurt Russell, which I was very happy to see Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
I was like, is that Kurt Russell? It is. Oh my gosh. But sad, he was a bad guy, which I already knew. Like,
oh, did you?
No, really. Like when he came into the picture, I was like, yeah, he's a bad guy. Like I already knew. Like when they were in the forest and he was like, look, I planted this thing here. And I was like, yeah, he's bad. Like, and then he said that he gave his mom the tumor. I was like, no way that happened. And then Star-Lord lost it. And I was like, yeah, you whoop his ass. You murder him. Kill him.
Yeah.
He deserved it.
Well, maybe I'll watch it again because Volume 2 hasn't been a movie I've went back to. And one of the things that maybe I gave it a harder time plot-wise because I didn't like the music as much.
Oh, come on.
Loved the music in the first one.
Yes, the music was very good.
The second one was not so much. And I think I went into it hoping for, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 on vinyl. We love that soundtrack that much.
That thing's played often.
It is it was a very good soundtrack.
And so going into the second one, I think I was hoping for another, another record. And it was just, the music wasn't there for me.
I love that Peter got a Zune at the end of the second one. He was like, oh, here's a Zune with 300 songs. And I'm like, who listens to a Zune? He couldn't have got him an iPod? Like, goodness.
Hey, better in a Walkman.
That is true because he smushed his Walkman. I was like, how rude are you? You smushed his Walkman with his mixtape in it? God.
Yeah, isn't it funny how emotional you can get about a Walkman?
A Walkman, I know, right? It's terrible.
They did a really good job of taking a movie that was, two of the primary characters are a talking raccoon and a tree that can only say 3 words.
5 words.
And you,
yeah.
That's a good trivia question to get a fan on. How many words can Groot say? 3? Nope. 5.
5. He can say we
are. Yep.
Okay. But can he now? New Baby Groot?
I don't know.
Has he expanded his vocabulary to 5 words, or he's still at 3?
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
good question.
He's teenage Groot now, so I don't.
Oh, he's angry. Yeah.
I love that the whole beginning sequence of the second movie was just Baby Groot dancing while they're fighting this octopus thing.
Oh, yeah.
He was just like going around. They're like, Groot, get out of the way. And he's just like jamming out. And I'm
in
like,
his little Ravager clothing and stuff. It was so cool.
I was so sad when they put him in his little clothes and they were pouring drinks on him in the ship. I was like, how dare you? How dare you be mean to Groot?
So mad.
I almost cried.
Oh my God, I was so mad about that.
I was very sensitive about Groot.
Like, we must protect Baby Groot
at all costs. Yes.
Oh man, can you imagine if Baby Groot met the child, aka Baby Yoda?
Oh God.
I'm getting better about calling him the child. That's what
child.
we're supposed to call him now. The child.
The child.
Yeah.
Oh,
which, by the way,
not a baby anymore.
The Mandalorian season 2 has wrapped up filming and will be out in the fall.
I saw that
Yeah,
in the Kind of Nerdy Network.
Yeah. Who was that posted that? Was that Maria? I think it was Maria.
That's a great question. I
think
don't know.
It was Maria Melik. I hope I didn't say your name wrong. Maria Melik.
Maria.
Thank you for posting that. Yeah, our Kind of Nerdy Network is growing. We're now close to 800 people.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No wonder there's so many posts that I have to approve now.
Oh, God. Woe is you.
Gosh, I was like, why are there so many posts coming in now?
So this is a Facebook group where if you see some nerdy news and you want to share it, but if you put it on your, in your regular news feed that all of your boring friends are going to be like, I don't even care about that. We care about that.
Yeah,
right?
You'll get like 50 likes.
Oh, yeah.
I posted a couple memes in there, and it was like, all of these people liked your meme. And I'm like, I don't even get that many likes on my regular Facebook page. Goodness.
Oh, it was, you know what? It was Chris Branch who posted about the Mandalorian. So thank you very much for that, Chris. Jamie, I'm looking at the Kind of Nerdy Network now. You can join it on Facebook. Just search Kind of Nerdy Network and ask to be a member.
Yes.
Jamie says, I just watched Train to Busan last night. It was so good. Thank you, Kind of Nerdy Girls, for the suggestion. That was one of Katie's movies.
Yes, because I have not seen that movie.
Yeah, no, that wasn't. Yeah,
It's like a zombie movie, right?
I think so.
I think it's
yeah.
like zombies on a train or something.
Cassie J posted that someone built a drone that looks like Snoopy flying around on his doghouse.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
Have you not seen that?
I've not seen that.
Oh my gosh, it's like Snoopy on his doghouse, so it takes you back to the cartoon where he's like fighting
the Red Baron. Yeah,
I was gonna say the Red Dragon.
The Red.
He's fighting the dragon.
There's no dragons.
There's no dragon.
No, Snoopy is not an opium addict. No.
Oh, here's a little bit. This is why I was thinking of Maria. This is a little bit of advice for you. Are you washing your hands more because of the coronavirus? And you're
I'm washing them probably the same amount.
Okay, all right. Well, if you need to know how much time to wash your hands, it's recommended 20 seconds. And if you are a nerd, I'll have Patches recite this to you. This is something you can think in your head or say out loud, because that would be awesome if you're in a public bathroom and you do this the entire time you're washing your hands. 20 seconds of washing your hands. Go.
All right. So this is the PSA brought to you by the Kind of Nerdy Girls off the Kind of Nerdy Network.
Thank you.
So the CDC recommends washing your hands for 20 seconds. You know it takes roughly 20 seconds to say, guys?
Go ahead.
Space. The final frontier.
Oh,
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Stop it. Pass.
Now you're not required to hum the theme afterwards, but I mean, who's going to stop you, honestly?
I saw another one, and I'm so mad because
I love it. And you're supposed to, instead of shaking hands, Johna, while you're looking for the other one, you're supposed to do the Spock, live long and prosper.
I don't meet a lot of new people, so I usually don't shake hands anyway.
Well, just walk around like this. Do you have the muscle control to do the Spock? Look at you. Oh, you can
Big
really.
time. Holy hell.
Oh, my gosh. You can really rip those fingers apart.
Yes.
Dude, that's Leonard Nimoy talent right there.
I'm pretty dope if I do say so.
Because
myself.
I still have to, I actually have to, like, my
here it is.
brain has to tell my fingers to do it. Like, it's not automatic like yours. You're so much more
You have to
talented.
really think about it.
I do. I have to, like, come on. I have to stare at it like I'm using the Force.
Wait, a funny story. When I was a kid, I actually stuck a baseball between my ring finger and middle finger because my hand wouldn't stretch that far to do that. So I
That
actually
is commitment.
I know, right?
Some
That
real
is
dedication.
such commitment right there.
Yeah.
Also, I found it while we were talking about spreading our fingers apart. Washing your hands for 20 seconds. If you're not like a super Star Warsy person, songs from the 90s you can sing while washing your hands.
Ooh, go ahead.
Barbie Girl, basically the first verse.
Oh, Aqua. Ugh.
Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Nice.
The Macarena.
Boo.
Wanna Be.
Nope.
Gangsta's Paradise.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I Want It That Way.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. So for you people who are not very Star Warsy like me, if you want to sing the beginning part of I Want It That Way, please do so.
You're so not Star Trek that you said Star Warsy.
Look, see? Exactly. If you're not a Trekkie.
Hey, maybe you should watch a new Star Trek with Chris Pine in it.
Chris Pine, every time I see a preview for like a new Star Trek movie, I'm like, I should go see that just because Chris Pine's in it. But then I don't.
You should. And you know who's in the first one as a very young man?
Who?
Chris Hemsworth.
Ooh.
He plays.
Right at the beginning, too.
Yeah, he plays Captain Kirk's father. And
There's too many Chris's out here.
And there's some daddy issues there.
Of course.
All right.
Doesn't everyone have
Dead
daddy
parents.
issues?
Dead parents.
Oh, I also started watching Ragnarok.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Thor Ragnarok?
I was like right in the middle of it before I left my house. He had just, him and the Hulk had just fought for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes. He was like, why are you making me look bad? I told him we were friends.
The banter in that movie
It's really
It's really good,
wonderful.
yeah. And I love Jeff Goldblum's character.
Yeah.
You know,
He's just,
yeah, I mean,
he's literally just Jeff Goldblum.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfect. I mean,
There's like no, Jeff Goldblum just is acting like himself.
yes,
There's
it's
nothing
perfect.
else going on. And Loki, when my favorite part so far is when the Hulk was smashing Thor on the ground, and Loki was like, "Yeah, that's how it feels." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's from the first Avengers where he got smashed." Okay, I remember now. And he was like, I'm just a big fan of this sport.
I love Loki. It seems like, when they first announced the Loki series, everyone was like, ooh, Tom Hiddleston's going to be in it. And then they backed off a bit and they were like, oh, it's going to be animated. But now there've been some.
It looks like it's live action.
Yeah,
from the preview that they put out.
Yeah, there
was a preview?
Yeah, it ran during Super Bowl.
It was so short, but
it was super short.
He was in it. So it was a mashup. It was a commercial for Disney Plus, but they showed.
It was basically Marvel mashup.
It was like they showed a quick tease of the Falcon and Winter Soldier, a quick tease of WandaVision, and then right at the end there was just like a really, really quick Loki. And then it was done. But
I did not see that.
Since then, there have been some sightings, like some photographs of them on the set.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how much more Loki's going to be doing.
Yeah, I think one of the I can't remember 100%. I may be wrong because I'm only kind of nerdy. Is that
aren't we all?
It's the storyline where Loki gets caught and put in jail. I want to say
which time.
Right.
No, literally.
But yeah,
which time?
But like the outfit, because the outfit that he was wearing was like a prison outfit for it was some storyline. I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah.
Jeremy Renner teased this week that he's getting himself in shape for Hawkeye, so that's going to start filming soon.
Yay,
Johna, you're such a jerk.
I'm not.
What?
I'm not a jerk.
Not?
I'm just I'm proud of him getting in shape so he can shoot arrows at people. Very exciting. Very excited for him.
Hawkeye's so underrated, man.
I know,
I can't wait for it.
I get it. Okay. I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna watch it. Like, obviously, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not. Like, I'm more excited for like the Black Widow movie.
Oh hell yes!
Personally,
of course.
Like, is Hawkeye is it a TV show?
Yes, it's going to be on Disney Plus.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can see. It's different when it's a movie, but it's a TV show.
Well, look at it.
Are you
going to
watch Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
Because
going to
I
watch?
love Anthony Mackie.
Well, do you love Anthony Mackie so much that you're watching Altered Carbon right now?
You know what? I actually saw that on Netflix, and I was like, "What even is this?"
Oh my gosh!
I thought about watching it.
It's trippy.
Oh my gosh!
It's really freaking
It
trippy.
is seriously, like the whole time you're like, I do not understand what is happening, but I'm just gonna keep watching it.
Yeah, it's
So it was like The Stranger. That's basically what it was. Because in The Stranger, I had no idea what was happening, but I was just hooked on it. I was like, I'm gonna watch this because I need to see it through to the
I
end.
haven't seen The Stranger to
You
say
should
it's
watch
like
it.
that, but
It's
the
lit.
first, Anthony Mackie is not in the first season of Altered Carbon. And you will understand once you watch the first season. And it's a quick watch. What is it? 8 episodes?
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
Yeah. So he's not in it, but there's a
Okay.
completely legit reason why he's not in it yet.
Okay.
And it makes total sense that he's in it now.
But-
But that's the only thing about it that makes sense.
I know.
the
I'll
rest
give you.
of it, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, and I'll give you perspective as far as like the shows on Disney Plus and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So look at it. If it's a 10-episode season, it's basically a 10-hour movie, is what it is. The way they shoot it, the
Not really
effects.
selling me on that.
Well, but what I'm saying,
Right,
you know,
'cause
like
I
it-
got a 3-hour movie limit.
right. But I mean, it's a 10-hour movie broken up into episodes because, especially like with these episodes, the production value that they're
Yeah.
putting in this stuff is fantastic.
That's more what he's saying. It's
Yeah,
not that
so
you're
I mean, it's
watching a
movie quality in 1 hour. They're quick 1 hour movies.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll probably watch it just because they're all. I don't know if they're all gonna. All the shows are gonna like connect to the movies, or are they like their own separate?
No, I know. I think it follows the storylines.
I think there. Yeah, I think that there
Well,
is.
then damn, that means I gotta watch Hawkeye. Like, cause I can't. I
Well,
can't.
yeah, you should be watching it
yeah.
anyways.
No.
But yes, I
Pass.
think that you do need. I think that you do need to watch it because
I mean, I will.
they are releasing them on purpose in the order that they
I
are.
I just want Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's all I want.
It's almost here.
I know. I feel like I've just been waiting the rest of my whole life. I feel like I'm gonna die soon if I don't get Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
But the thing is, as someone who loves Chris Evans as much as you do, are you going to be okay with all of this Captain America stuff without him? I personally am okay with pushing that off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I know Cap's not gonna be in it. Like Cap's basically, I mean, he's not like dead, but he's like dead to
He's
the
death's
storyline
doorstep.
basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, so I know he's out here being like Clint Eastwood or whatever. So, So, I mean, it's fine. I'm not, heartbroken or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll be fine. But
Okay.
I love Falcon, and I think that him and Winter Soldier will be like a really good like dynamic duo.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I hope so. But I think that Bucky needs to develop some serious personality here. Like, it's time, dude.
But I think that Sam will help him with that, though, too.
I hope so.
Because, I mean, I feel like it's going to be a lot of, like, them bonding because they both have, like, they've been through this really big thing, but also they both, like, fought in wars, so they probably have, like, a little PTSD going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like it's going to be, like, funny, but, like, a little bit deeper than what, like, everyone's probably thinking it's going to be, like, some light comedy thing, but I think it might just be a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah, I don't think that Bucky's ready to be in, like, a buddy cop show.
No, he's not.
No.
He's definitely not emotionally
he's got
available enough
some
for that.
layers of onion that he needs to peel back yet before he gets to the comedy.
As long as the banter is as good as what it was in Civil War between the two of those, it will be great. Just them sitting in that little VW, and he's like, "Will you move your seat forward?" No.
Yeah, but they were not really liking each other a whole lot then.
Right.
I don't know that.
But I mean, they kind of, I feel like, bonded a little bit because they were both at one point Captain America's best friend.
Yeah.
So like now they don't have Cap; they kind of just have each other. Because, I mean, Cap's not out here fighting in his 70-year-old self.
That's true.
So I mean, that's kind of.
I wonder if they'll see. Do they see him anymore?
I don't know. Oh, so since we've been very off topic with Marvel, what'd you think of The Greatest Showman?
Dang it.
No, you weren't going to get out of it.
It's time for a long overdue movie review
of The Greatest Showman.
Notice her infliction is a lot more like meh.
Right.
I enjoyed it.
Yes.
I didn't think I was gonna dislike Hugh Jackman's character so much, even though I went into it thinking I was going to dislike him because of the whole circus thing and the animal thing, and you said that was not going to be addressed, and so then I was really enjoying the movie, but then at the end the elephants came out and the lions came out, and I was reminded about the things that the circus has done to animals, and so it didn't end on a high note for me.
Oh my God, but it's such a good ending. The ending was so good.
If I could have not seen the animals, I know, Johna.
Oh, I'm so stressed.
Now, I did. I enjoyed the movie. I liked the music a lot more than I thought because it's like anthem type, like pump you up music, and I was expecting like the hills are lined with the sound of the circus.
No, not that kind of music.
So that's what I was expecting. But I liked how it started, and you're like into it right away.
Yep.
Like there's no like development. It's like boom, it's a show.
Yep.
And what's her name from the Spider-Man movies?
Zendaya.
Zendaya was
great.
She's fantastic. She's so talented.
I know.
Like she can sing and she can dance and
she gets to date Zac Efron.
Yeah, and there was more. I didn't know a lot about the movie other than Hugh Jackman, so there was a lot of Zac Efron, and I was like, he's grown up to be such a talented man.
He is.
I'm so proud of him.
So good.
Yes. So that I did have an enjoyable time watching it. And I was a little sad that Patches wasn't with me because I think that he'll like it. And, I was like, oh, I'm experiencing something that he'll really enjoy.
I mean, you can watch it again. You own it.
Oh, I know. So that will be your reward when you get through The Office, is you can watch the Greatest Showman.
Gee, I can't wait.
You're welcome.
I think you should just watch The Greatest Showman now, like personally, because I love it. Like when I was leaving to come over here, I saw my DVD of The Greatest Showman on my shelf. Like I looked right at it and I was like, if only I had a portable DVD player.
Well, I bought it. Did you see on my tweet?
I did.
I did not just rent it. I bought it. So
Yes.
I committed to it. And I really did. I enjoyed it. I got really mad at Hugh Jackman for making bad choices.
Me too.
And I didn't like how easy he got out of it. I felt like everybody let him back in too quickly. And the movie wasn't that long. I'm like, this is 105 minutes. We could have taken another 10 minutes to make him beg for forgiveness a little bit more.
If you think about it, he was pretty punished. I mean,
was he?
The whole circus burned. Spoiler: the circus burned down.
Well, yeah, but
they set it on fire. They burned it to the ground, and then he almost died because he tried to save Zac Efron. And I thought Zac Efron was gonna die.
I did too.
I was crying every time I watch that movie. Every time I see him pull Zac Efron out of the fire, I'm just like, oh, I know he's not gonna die, but this just hurts me so bad because like.
No, I thought he was toast. I was like,
same.
oh man,
I was
over.
like, he's dead. And then Zendaya's just like at his bedside, and I'm just like Zac Efron, like don't die, please don't die. I can't handle it.
But I just felt like he had a few too many like gigantic, not just missteps, but he was like flat out mean and rude and shallow.
That's
for
true.
A long time, and then they were like, "Oh, but you made us a family, so we're back. La, la, la. Let's party and dance."
I mean, if you want to look at it, you know, the way you made me look at Guardians with Peter's backstory.
Yeah.
If you look at Hugh Jackman's backstory in that movie, it's really pretty messed up. Like, I mean,
oh, it is.
He's, you know, super poor. His dad died. His dad died when he was really young.
Yeah.
And then he didn't have any money, so he had to basically fight for himself. And
you know like, what? I was really impressed with that whole opening scene. I mean, that song goes on forever, but there was so much emotion put into that song. Like you're having moments like through
his song with him and Michelle Williams.
Yeah.
Yes. That's one of my favorite songs.
Oh my gosh.
It's
there's
so
like they're
good.
growing up, and then there's like moments where like when his dad dies, but they keep singing, so you don't even have a second to like take in that his dad dies, and you're like, oh my God, he's homeless, and oh my God, he's doing it.
But I just love that even throughout that whole thing, his dad dying, him being homeless, finding a job, all that stuff. Him and Michelle Williams' character found a way to write each other letters the whole time.
Yeah, that was
just
really,
like, this is
that
great.
was why I was like, you were such a good soul, for so long, and it was just like one redheaded chick, and then all of a sudden you forgot everything.
And I mean, he didn't even really want her though. Like
no, but
it felt like I kind of felt like he was
leading
wanted
her.
He didn't. I think
he wanted that
what she represented.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Like all the fame and the money and like all of that stuff. And then he realized he's like, okay, wait, like let's chill out. But she didn't have to do him dirty like that.
No, that was wrong. That was so wrong.
Now when I watch that movie and she like comes on screen, I'm like, that bitch.
Hello, how dumb are you that you didn't think that was going to get in the papers? You go home and you say, first of all, let me tell you what just happened.
Right.
You're not going to hear that from anyone else.
Right.
Because he wasn't trying to mess around with that.
Nope, he wasn't.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but yeah, I was enjoying myself. I was having a good time, and then the freaking animals at the end. I was like, bleh.
The animals weren't even like a huge part of the movie either.
I know.
Which like
elephant didn't want to drive him into town.
I loved that ending scene. I love it because it's so extra, and it makes me think of my dad. Because I'm like, if my dad owned an elephant, he would definitely be riding that bitch everywhere. like I paid for it. I'm taking this everywhere we go. I don't care.
All right. Well, fine. Well, that was just,
so out of 10, what do you give it?
Rhodey, you got yourself there, pal? Out of 10? 8.
Okay. So we're in agreement on 8s.
Yeah.
All right.
Negative 2 points for reminding me that the circus went on to do not so great things to animals.
Yes, it happened.
Which is what took me so long to watch his movie. Is I was sensitive to it.
I told you the first time I saw it, or the third time I saw it.
You should have said, hey, don't watch the last 30 seconds.
The last 30...
There's
Nothing
animals.
happened in the last 30 seconds.
Animals.
He just...
The elephants
you didn't think
and
that
the lions. No, I thought I was getting out of...
But nothing happened to them. You should have known that there were going to be animals in the movie.
No.
I said there's no animal abuse in the movie, which there was not.
You said...
I didn't say there weren't animals in the movie.
Right, but there was just occasionally like a horse or something. Like there wasn't like it didn't go full blown animals at the circus until right at the end, and then I was like, ugh.
Yeah, they had to be extra about it at the end because they had to play the song.
They did not need those like 3 elephants and those 2 lions. They could have had that whole movie without them.
Okay, well that is your opinion. We can agree to disagree on that one.
But I'm super sensitive.
And they weren't even real animals. They're animated animals, obviously.
Okay, well I hope nobody's out there like riding elephants right now because of the Greatest Showman.
Probably not.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have to say about that. Choo-choo, pow-pow, bang-bang, boom. It's time for wrestling preview with producer Patches. Ding, ding, ding. Welcome to the big show.
That's a hell of an intro right
Yeah,
there.
Right? So
Well,
serious.
and hey, and you got to give Johna credit. She's staying the night tonight so we can watch the Elimination Chamber together.
I
She's
am.
staying the night tonight because we're buying her dinner. It's going to be late.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a
okay.
good point. Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, there's that too.
All right, what's happened? What is this tonight?
This is the Elimination Chamber. This is the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania.
Okay.
Yes. So there's really
I
a
feel
lot.
like there's enough girl in your voice right now. And Katie's not here.
I know, right?
Shelly's not here.
Where
Kitsy's
is
not
Katie? I
here.
miss her.
I guess she's still working on her house.
I know.
Someday we'll see her again.
She texted me yesterday. She was like, I haven't seen you in 5 ever. And I was like, I know, right? Not 4, 5 ever.
5 ever.
5
Wow.
ever.
All right, back to you, Patches.
So it's the Elimination Chamber, and so there's some. I'm pretty excited because one of the matches you have The Miz, who
Yes.
I'm like, yes, he is awesome. I love Maurice. Their children are just totes adorable.
They have children?
Yes, they have 2 children. It's amazing.
They have 2 children?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I only
fun.
knew about the one, so.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's him and John Morrison is back in the WWE. So he is like super hot, and his hair is like amazing. I mean, like straight up best
John
hair.
Morrison, like The Doors?
Yes. So his whole shtick was modeled after John Morrison.
Okay.
So he and The Miz are going to be putting up their tag team titles against 10 other people.
10.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Seriously, that is
How many
a
of them
lot.
are in the ring at once?
It's going to be like a 5-way tag team match. It's
Oh, my
ridiculous.
goodness.
That's too
yes.
many.
Yes. So we got that going on. One of the ones I'm really looking forward to is Braun Strowman. He is the monster among men.
Oh my
he
God,
is
he's huge.
He's
he
a
is-
large man.
He is terrifyingly large.
He looks like he eats children for dinner.
Yes,
does.
I'm pretty
My
sure he
goodness.
does. So
He looks like he eats cows for dinner.
yes, basically.
Full
Yes,
cows.
Full
yes,
cows.
full cow,
Yeah.
like straight. It's like
And like a goat,
Mr.
like,
Strowman, what would you
oh,
like?
that was a cow.
Yes, tonight I'll take a Holstein. So that's what we're doing. So yeah, so he's gonna go. He's gonna put his Intercontinental Championship on the line against Sami Zayn and Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh.
and so it's pretty stacked against him.
What about John
but
Cena?
John Cena is not going to be back till WrestleMania, I believe.
I'm going to
Yes.
bed tonight. I thought they showed John Cena. Was that just a preview for WrestleMania?
Yes, he came back on SmackDown last week.
Oh, do we have it recorded?
Of course we do.
Okay, then I'll watch that.
Of course you have SmackDown recorded. What do you mean?
I only watch now when John Cena's on.
John Cena is very busy granting wishes and doing movies and things.
I know.
And running for president with his politician haircut.
Oh,
think
I know.
he's gonna run for president?
It's hard. Yeah, that's a hard one.
But yeah,
to
his hair
swallow.
is not. Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw him with hair, I was like, who is that? And they're like, that's John Cena. I was like, there is literally no way that that's
Oh
John
my
Cena.
God. He broke the internet when he showed up with his hair like that.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
like, what are you doing?
Like, he
dude?
was in hiding for like a really long time. And then all of a sudden he comes out with like a full head of hair. And we're like, what is this? What
Is
are you
that even
doing?
real hair?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I think it's his hair.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
no, that's
so.
legit. Yeah.
He didn't get like some plugs or some laser
John
treatment
Cena,
or
No.
something.
please tell us if you have hair plugs. Thank
Because
you.
it looks like it almost looks like it's not real, like it's cartoon
It's
hair.
so dark.
Yes.
I honestly thought that he was going to be more of like a blonde.
But he's always had like the high and tight cut. He's never ever like grown his hair out
Yeah,
ever
that's true.
in his WWE career.
Well, he has a right to have hair.
He does.
So I'll
yeah,
give
must be
him that.
nice.
I love John Cena.
You have a right
I
to
do
have
too.
hair. You just can't grow it.
Is Randy Orton going to be on tonight?
I don't believe Randy Orton. So he's got a storyline with Edge. So Edge is back. He debuted back at the Royal Rumble.
Very excited about that.
Yes, Carrie or KJ here. Sorry.
The K stands for Carrie.
Yes.
In case y'all didn't know.
She ended up with an unexpected crush on the Rated R superstar.
Ooh.
He came in studio one morning when I
Who
was
did?
working radio. Edge.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Randy Orton. I'm like, what?
No, but Randy Orton, he's nice too.
He's very
but
pretty,
the
yes.
I love him.
Edge in person is he is nice.
She called me after they got done with the morning show, and she's like, I got to tell you, I was not expecting to have a crush today, and I'll be damned.
Yep.
He is
What are you
hot.
talking about? I fall in love every single day. I don't know what you're talking about.
Every day?
Every single day.
Every day.
Every day.
Who'd you fall in love with today?
I was really crushing on Chris Pratt during Guardians.
You liked him that much?
I saw him without his shirt on, so I was like, man, you're really looking nice without your shirt on there, friend. I don't like his sideburns, though. The way they're cut really throws me off.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, it's like mutton choppy kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, just either have the sideburns or don't. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do this.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Who'd you crush on yesterday?
What was yesterday? Saturday. What did I do Saturday? Probably some guy that I watched in a Hallmark movie.
Oh, okay. Is it slow in the Hallmark movie land?
They're still showing Christmas movies, so I don't.
You haven't been talking about anything super sappy lately.
Well, because I've been watching Magnum PI. I've been in love with Tom Selleck.
Gosh, what?
I've been in love with Tom Selleck for a few weeks now.
All right. So no, when you say Magnum PI, you're talking like the old school Magnum
Old school
PI.
Magnum PI.
Not
yeah.
not
it's
the
on
new
Hallmark
one.
Channel.
Oh
What
my
are
God.
you doing watching Magnum PI?
It'd be on TV.
Oh yeah,
I
but
don't
tell
have
me
nothing
what
else.
is it about besides Tom Selleck's fine mustache?
I love murder mystery things.
Mhm.
I love them, and I've been super into old, I watch Heart to Heart sometimes.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're all on the
My
Hallmark
mom
Channel.
watched that show.
Yeah, I can't watch Murder She Wrote though. Like,
Did you watch Remington Steele?
That's not on the Hallmark
It's
Channel.
not.
Gold-
Oh,
Golden
should
Girls?
be.
I love the Golden Girls. That is my jam
Golden
right
Girls
there.
is okay. Like,
Golden Girls is
timeless.
timeless. Yeah,
I
yeah.
cannot believe you're sitting around watching Magnum PI.
I love Magnum PI.
That
I
is
love,
shocking.
I love murdery mystery type things, and that's what Tom Selleck does. He solves murders and things.
Yeah.
And of course, it doesn't hurt that Tom Selleck is in it, and he's got these very nice long tan legs and these very tight shorts on. Even though he has the creeper stash, I'm still into it. And he's got all the chest hair. Like, I'm super into it. I'm really into it.
Oh my God.
I broke KJ. I just love, and I think Tom Selleck's hot now. Like, even as an old,
He
as
has
an older
aged
man.
really well.
Like,
When
Yeah.
did you first see, you obviously weren't watching Magnum PI growing up.
No.
When did you first see Tom Selleck?
in Friends.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Monica's boyfriend. Yeah.
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 Oh,
He
okay.
was Monica's older boyfriend.
Yes, I always
I
forget
was
he was
trying to
in
think
that.
of what else did you see, was it 3 Men and a Baby he was in? Ted Danson?
Oh yeah,
I-
and Steve
Gutenberg.
Gutenberg.
I
Yeah.
feel like I've seen it, but I don't like.
So really,
remember it.
Friends is how you know Tom
Yeah,
Selleck.
and I also think Tom Selleck is nice looking even without his mustache, because in a season of Friends when he came back, he didn't have a mustache.
I liked him better without it.
I'm
You
still-
would.
I'm here for the mustache.
I would. I don't like facial hair. The only person I've ever been okay with it is Chris Evans.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's it.
But
Jeffrey
her
Dean
own
Morgan looks-
husband, no.
I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan looks better with it.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan
But
is-
like
he
short
does,
beard, like
yeah.
you like
short
like
beard,
like
not that long. thing.
yeah, a little
Uh,
past 5 o'clock shadow.
yeah.
John Winchester.
Let
beard.
me run my fingers through your beard, please.
Oh my
That's what I
God.
want.
We have
Please.
to go.
Okay. Well, that's all I'm saying is I like murder mystery things, and Tom Selleck is doing a murder mystery thing with Magnum PI, and of course he's hot, so it's like 2 things that I love all in one. And no, 3 things, because it's on the Hallmark Channel. So it's 3 things that I love all in one.
This episode of Kinda Nerdy Girls is brought to you by Tom Selleck's tight shorts.
Thanks for listening. Hey, voice guy, where can you follow us on the social medias?
Well, you could join the Kinda Nerdy Network on Facebook, or you can get this podcast on any of the platforms: YouTube, Apple, Spotify.
And kindofnerdygirls.com. Choo, choo, poo,
Pooh. That's how you're ending it.
poo, poo.